Hello, everyone, and welcome to Phase 1 of the process, Smart Prospecting and Qualification. And I'll be very blunt here. Finding qualified clients has historically been a real time sink. How many hours have you spent researching companies, searching for the right contact, trying to figure out what their real pain points are? And how many times, after all that effort, it turns out it wasn't the right time? Or worse, they weren't even your ideal client. The challenge isn't just finding an email. The real challenge is understanding the exact moment that company is going through. Are they in the midst of a digital transformation? Have they just received funding? Are they hiring key roles that signal strategic shifts? Manual prospecting is inefficient and, frankly, inaccurate. And here's the inconvenient truth. Any salesperson who continues prospecting like they did in 2015 won't survive in 2025. Times have changed. And the competition is already using artificial intelligence. But here's the good news. AI is completely transforming how we find and qualify our leads. And today, we're going to see exactly how. Imagine having a researcher who never sleeps, who can analyze thousands of websites, databases, news stories, and social media in seconds, and who connects pieces of information that would take us days to find, or that we wouldn't find at all. That's exactly what AI does in prospecting. Let me give you a real-life example. A tech company sees that one of its ideal prospects has just hired a new CTO, posted 5 technical job openings on LinkedIn, and its CEO has just published an article about the urgent need for digital transformation in his industry. For a human salesperson, connecting these 3 points requires hours of daily research. For AI, it's a matter of minutes. And it doesn't just detect them, it connects them and tells you, look, this company is the perfect fit for your services. The goal isn't to replace the salesperson. The goal is to free them from manual data searches so they can focus on what really matters, connecting and building valuable relationships. AI becomes your personal investigator 24/7, working to find your next opportunities while you sleep. And here we come to what I call the holy grail of modern prospecting, intent signals. Do you know what's better than finding a potential customer? Finding the potential customer who's already looking for you. And AI does exactly that. Intent signals are behaviors that indicate a company is ready to buy. For example, key page views. When someone spends 10 minutes on your pricing page, downloads your case studies, or requests a demo. Organizational changes, new hires in key roles, restructurings that indicate investment in new areas. Financial events, recent funding rounds, staff growth, expansion into new markets. Adoption of complementary technologies, when a company starts using tools that fit perfectly with your solution. The magic is that AI detects these signals in real time. While your competitors continue with their shoot at everything that moves strategy, you can act with surgical precision when you detect a real buying signal. Stop looking for needles in a haystack. Use AI as a magnet that attracts exactly the needles you need. I'm going to tell you about a real-life case shared with me by a B2B software company. They were using 11x AI, a tool that detects who visits their website in real time. One Tuesday morning at 10:47 a.m., the tool alerted them that the IT director of a company on their target list had spent exactly 12 minutes on their product page, visiting 3 success stories specific to the retail sector. What did they do? Instead of waiting and losing momentum, they called that same afternoon. The conversation was magical. Hi, Juan. I saw you were reviewing our retail success stories. I assume you're exploring solutions for your current challenges. The result? A meeting scheduled for the following week and a closed sale 2 months later, representing $180,000 in annual revenue. What had previously been a cold call became a warm, well-timed contact. That's the power of detecting intent signals in real time. But detecting web visitors is just the tip of the iceberg. Clay is another fascinating tool that automates the search by combining multiple signals. Imagine you sell a sales solution and want to contact growing companies that need your tool. With Clay, you can set up flows like this. Alert: companies that have posted sales director jobs in the last 30 days, that have received funding in the last 6 months, whose CEO has posted about growth or scaling on LinkedIn. What are you detecting? Companies that need to demonstrate results quickly with a fresh budget, and whose leader is focused on growth. But here's the best part. Clay doesn't just find these companies. He can schedule automatic follow-up. For example, when these 3 conditions are met, he can send you a daily summary of companies that meet the criteria, enrich their contact information, and even suggest the best time to contact them. You're reaching someone who needs your solution, has a budget, and is at the perfect point in their growth cycle. Can you imagine the impact on your conversion rate? Now that you have all these qualified leads, how do you prioritize your efforts? Because salespeople's time is limited, and you have to invest it where there's maximum potential. AI offers an objective answer: intelligent lead scoring. Imagine a system that analyzes digital behavior, specific page visits, time spent, content downloaded, company profile, industry, size, growth, technologies already used. Similarity with successful customers. Is this prospect similar to your current best customers? Timing. Is this the right time? Recently funded? In the expansion phase? And it gives you a score out of 100. A lead with 87 points is 10 times more likely to convert than one with 45 points. Stop chasing cold leads and focus all your efforts on those with real potential. This isn't intuition. It's data science applied to sales. A SaaS company that implemented this system saw its closing rate go from 12% to 28% in 6 months. The secret wasn't selling better. It was focusing on selling to the right customers. Okay, we've covered the what and how. Now comes the with what. I'm going to name your smart prospecting toolbox Apollo, the classic that never fails. Enriches contacts with in-depth company data, financial situation, technologies used, personnel movements. Ideal for when you have a name but need context. Clay, the automation engine we mentioned earlier. It connects multiple data sources and creates automated flows. It's like having an SDR working 24/7 finding opportunities. Similarweb, web traffic detective. Detect when your competitors are losing traffic or when companies are looking for alternatives. Gold-plated information for perfect timing. Custom GPTs or GEMs. This is where it gets interesting. You can train your own AI agents with your specific criteria. For example, find me companies with 500 employees in the tech sector that have mentioned digital transformation in the last 30 days and whose CEO has posted about growth. The trick is combining these tools. Clay finds the signals, Apollo enriches the data, Similarweb confirms the timing, and your custom GPTs or GEMs provide the final context. Each one contributes a piece of the puzzle. And here we come to the big change. AI doesn't just give you better leads, it completely transforms you as salespeople. Before, you were data detectives. You spent hours researching, connecting the dots, searching for scattered information. Now you can be relationship strategists, focused exclusively on generating value. Stop looking for needles in a haystack. Use AI as a magnet that attracts exactly the needles you need. Opportunities that used to take you weeks to find now appear in your inbox every morning. But be careful. This doesn't mean the salesperson's job disappears. It means your work becomes more strategic, more human, more valuable. AI does the heavy lifting. You do what only humans can do. Build genuine relationships, understand true needs, and create solutions that transform businesses. And this is just the beginning. In the next video, we'll see how AI revolutionizes Phase 2, preparation and hyper-personalization. We'll see how to go from 30 minutes of research per prospect to just 2 minutes, and how to create messages so personalized that your clients will think you spent hours preparing the meeting, because we're not talking about automating sales here. We're talking about humanizing them, about using technology to have more relevant, more timely, more valuable conversations. The future of sales is already here, and it's more human than ever. See you in the next video.